Now, going over to the culture part of the podcast, you have John Deere getting ratioed after their DEI leak. Now, this wasn't too surprising because John Deere, at least publicly on LinkedIn, had been very much DEI and LGBTQ for years, as many businesses are on that platform. It's a very common practice, especially for these larger companies. Now, John Deere, look at their top 10 shareholders. They're all the traditional big ones, including one that's owned by Bill Gates, but you also have the cliche, BlackRock, State Street, Vanguard. And again, those companies are looking for businesses to do what they say, and the DEI score and the ESG score and XY Banana Falcon score, those are all indicators of what companies they're going to continue to invest in or increase their investment in. So it's not too surprising John Deere is doing. Now the biggest juxtaposition is the average John Deere consumer, not so much about that. More often than not, there's usually conservative folks that are working on the John Deere tractors and the harvesters. I'm just saying, statistically speaking, I don't think there's a lot of short-haired blue gals on tractors using a John Deere, on average. If you ever seen that, let me know. We might need to reach out to like National Geographic for such a statistical anomaly. But it's gotten so bad, very similar to Planet Fitness, people are going back to old posts of John Deere on social media and ratioing and roasting it. Now, one of the first most interesting ones, again, this is the most recent John Deere post, and they say, quote, "Name something more Midwestern than sweet corn ice cream." Well, wait, what the hell is that? I'm from the Midwest. Sweet corn ice cream. What? I want to say they're out of touch, and maybe there's a small. Did I miss that out growing up? Sweet corn ice cream. It doesn't look good. It looks. I mean, for a second, it almost looked like a popcorn. And I don't want to say the marketing is terrible. Now, I really don't care about the person's race in this instance. It's an African-American woman. Well, I don't know the pronouns. Guessing who's holding the cup. But the dumb thing about marketing is the cup says, and again, it's a little ice cream cup, and it says, "We run for all." And you can only see the deer in terms of like the lettering. It's not rotated properly, so you see the John Deere logo. So you don't see the logo, and you don't see the John. Which, granted, is also, I mean, it is X-Twitter, so you could show the John, but I'm not talking about that one. Keep your mind out of the gutter. I mean, again, another big red flag. Why didn't they just put this logo like right there above the "We Run for All"? I guess they wanted to emphasize that more. But again, just this picture to me looked inefficient. Now, that being said, the comments are much more brutal than my own. Now, one of the first comments, and again, these companies don't necessarily have to be big on X-Twitter. I mean, truth be told, for my tech company, I don't even think we've gotten a single lead off Twitter. And granted, I pay for like the mid-level subscription, and I post about my interview podcast and like some business updates and events. But I debate if there's really much justification for a business-to-business type of business model. But nevertheless, this got 226,000 views, only 336 likes. Now, one of the first comments is Cat Turd saying, "Name something more un-American than shipping jobs to Mexico." That got 20,000 likes, which is the greatest ratio of all time. So the original post got 336. They were ratioed with 20,000 likes. Fong World also says, "Can't believe you guys went woke too," getting 1.9 thousand likes. Now we do have one. So the top three comments that we see, you do see someone by the name of Ron Siebert, who, again, this is exactly who do you think would be the prospective client. He describes himself as, what is this? Kansas City Chiefs fan, which is a sports balls team. And then he says he's an American. He has 3 American flags or emoji in his profile. And he got 6 likes for asking, "How about the recipe?" And then John Deere says, "You're going to have to talk to Whitney's Ice Cream about that." Which, okay, at least they tagged that business, so giving them a shout out. That's good. Hopefully, if they're smart, Whitney's Ice Cream would say, "Oh yeah, we use your tractors." But no, they were all ratioed. Someone by the name of Lesko says, "Is Whitney's Ice Cream have the same woke policies as John Deere?" Shame, getting 69 likes. VK says, "Do they make ice cream in Mexico too?" Getting 12 likes. Now, other top comments comes from a Steelers fan, or Steelers Kansas, saying, "You do not have the right to involve the Midwest in your posts no more." Grammar be damned, I'll continue his quote. "You lay off good, hardworking Americans to ship the jobs south to Mexico. Hardworking Midwestern Americans. This is not the John Deere we grew up with. This is woke Deere, and it needs to be addressed," unquote. They got 1.7 thousand likes. Skeptic says, I hope you get Bud Lighted, getting 1.1 thousand likes. Vicky says, name something more woke than John Deere. Won't be buying from anything from you anytime soon. And of course, she, like many of these other ones in the responding, have American flags in their profile as an emoji. And they also, she particularly says, God bless America, MAGA in her description. She got 1.7 thousand likes. Let's see. Mechanics says this is far more affordable than a John Deere anyway. And it's a picture of Kubota tractor getting 473 likes, which, yeah, that company has been increasing market share. They make really bulletproof or damn near bulletproof agricultural machinery. I have a couple of farming buddies that love Kubota. And you could debate. I would say they're a proud Texas company, headquartered globally in Japan, but the U.S. headquarters, I believe, I think it's right down in Grapevine. I forget where the actual city is. It's North Dallas area. Angel says, know your customer base and realize you don't do business with people who push the woke agenda. Got 573 likes. Let's see here. Any contrarian statements? Because, I mean, there are probably only one, but maybe two farmers who appreciate John Deere's cultural activities and political activities and might buy another tractor because of it. Maybe two is being overly ambitious, but probably one. Jeff Finn says disdain for DEI grifters and their corporate lackeys. It's a picture of, what is this? Picture of the John Deere cultivator. Oh, that's fun. They did a little Photoshop there. Okay, took me a second there. It says, in terms of the page description, it says home tillage 2230 FH floating hitch field cultivator. They scratched out the word cultivator and put the word groomer in it. They got 489 likes. Let's see here. Campbell Canali says, woke as a joke. You support transitioning kids. Ken Paxton, hashtag Ken Paxton State. Can Texas cancel contracts? Getting 918 likes, which, yeah, they probably are a government contractor. Like government-owned land that you need cultivation materials for. Let's see. Red Dwarf says, not exposing kids to dragging, 266 likes. Miss J says, can't believe this company went woke. Shame on you. Listen to Robbie Starbuck video, getting 803 likes. Let's see here. Question the narrator says, Vanilla, I thought you left-wing extremist racists despise the color white. Getting 111 likes. Which, I mean, these are all verified with the blue Twitter checkmark thing. Well, granted, it also means you have a credit card. Let's see. Yeah, these are all authorized, or like, what do you call it? Authorized accounts or verified accounts. William Cycler says, go woke, go broke, getting 642 likes. So they're getting ratio left and right. Let's go to another John Deere post. Maybe they're doing better. That was July 6th. Here's one from July 4th. It says, celebrating the 4th of July. And interestingly enough, it looks like golf tees shooting into the air, and the explosion is like a John Deere golf ball. I got, how many is that? Is there even music to it? No music. Got 31,000 views, 129 likes. Oh, and the ratios. I saw the Light MAGA says, I live in a small town with many conservative farmers that will not be purchasing any more John Deere equipment. We will also stop buying from Tractor Supply. They got 278 likes. Now, that being said, Tractor Supply did pivot back from their pride, the quote-unquote kid-friendly pride praise, which isn't really a thing. But they pivoted back, so Tractor Supply, a lot of people are starting to shop there again. Let's see, American Voter says, where's the American flag? Getting 254 likes, which, yes, true. They had a little animation, and it's just golf tees shooting into the night sky, and then they explode in the John Deere golf ball looking thing. Scrolling down more and more. Michael says, your customers do not like woke politics or companies which support the racism and sexism which comes along with DEI policies. I have a strong feeling many have a strong case to buy from other suppliers. And I'm pretty sure they tagged the company too, didn't they? Oh, that's just, what? Strong case? Okay, so case is a person, apparently? I think they maybe mistagged it, because I would think they would be referring to Case New Holland, which is another agricultural machinery manufacturer. I got 132 likes. Still no positive ones yet. Let's see here. Gold member says, were the ESG points and bonuses worth it? Your shareholders should sue. The CEO and the entire board should be relieved of their duties, even the chief people officer, aka DEI officer. They got 77 likes. Now, that being said, in the shareholders, the biggest ones, they are not going to sue. If anything, they'll buy more stock. Because again, a lot of those shareholders want those policies. They want these things to happen. Joe Del Norte says, was this the day that Harvey Milk picked up the 14-year-old at City Hall, San Francisco? Got 53 likes. Artivo says, after promoting anti-American values, this post is especially disgraceful, getting 55 likes. Let's see. Dr. Philip Cochin says, go woke, go broke, getting 33 likes. Brian G says, and other people's boycott incoming. Tractor Supply, FA and F out. Oh, FO. Get 85 likes. Let's see. D. Cutler MD says, John Deere Special Edition it's a Bud Light, and it's got the CEO's. What is it? It says featuring John Deere CEO John May. 78 likes. Let's see. Colorado Searcher has a Photoshop picture of the logo. It says Juan Deere. John Deere introduced its new logo after it announced mass layoffs in Illinois, Iowa, as company moves to Mexico. Getting 16 likes. We haven't found a single positive comment yet. Relaxing Travel Video says American flag. Marketing staff are too woke. 9 likes. Awaiting Our Blessed Hope says, I'll never buy another John Deere product, getting 1 like. Are there any contrarian statements cheering for this company? Let's see. One more. 1,000-yard bullseye says, how's this doing today? This picture of John Deere piece of machinery that's on fire. It says, John Deere, friends don't let friends own John Deere. That got 31 likes. So, let's just say the tide has not been turning around lately for John Deere, again, for consumer perspective and then cultural perspective. And yet, the biggest shareholders all want this for the company. Now, I should clarify, those are the biggest shareholders, like, these are the investment companies like Vanguard Group, State Street. Now, in terms of individuals, I'm not sure how many individual shareholders, we could do the breakdown, the math, but that's why these companies have a huge incentive to listen to these businesses or these holding companies, these investment firms, as opposed to individual consumers. That being said, someone has to buy the product. And in this case, when you look at who buys John Deere tractors and machinery, I'd say overwhelming conservative folks. So I don't think this is going to be viable, especially in the short term, in terms of like a marketing stance. And again, the company's already struggling. They moved jobs to Mexico, partially because of the decrease in demand for the product and the industry is having a little bit of slowdown, but also the increase in cost of goods sold because American labor is just becoming so expensive. You also have lawsuits, and there are many reasons why people move jobs to Mexico. But the company is already a little bit of a struggle. So what is John Deere going to do? Will the CEO actually backtrack? I don't think so. Because again, the whole board of directors are probably on his side. All the shareholders, again, the biggest ones, the top 10, most of them all want this to happen. And they've been not really transparent in terms of like the average person didn't realize this, but on certain platforms, they've been promulgating these ideals for years, especially on LinkedIn. So let me know, do you think that they'll drop in terms of sales? Will it be like a 5% decrease in sales? Will it get to a double digit like Bud Light, where they lost, oh my gosh, like 30% of their sales for that specific brand out of the Anheuser-Busch InBev portfolio? Let me know in the comments. As always, I'd be fascinated to hear what you have to say. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time to tune in. Again, trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So if you could click that button, I would greatly appreciate it. Also, leaving a thumbs up, thumbs down, or comment is a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take the time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe, fight the good fight.